Right now, people are all hearing about the new virus that's been discovered in China. It's a type of virus called coronavirus. This type of virus actually causes about a quarter of all common colds. So for a mild infection, it would look and be just the same as a regular cold with runny nose, sore throat, cough. Viruses are different than bacteria in that they're not really alive. They're just packets of genetic information. They need to get into our cells and take over our cells to make new virus. So for most viruses, we don't have any medicines that kill them. So for most viruses, the treatment is supportive. Control the symptoms. If somebody is very sick, support them with allowing them to breathe, allowing their blood pressure to stay normal. Otherwise, it's just rest, fluids, avoiding contact with other people so you don't get them sick. If somebody's not very sick and you're just going in and out of a room taking care of them, or you're worried about being in a public space with people who may be coughing, just a regular mask is fine. This is the mask that surgeons use when they go into an operating room. Usually on the top, there's a little thin metal strip that you can bend to fit your nose. 2 loops that go in your ears, and you put it on and adjust the ears so there's a little bit of a seal, and that's will keep you 90% protected for quick in and out of a room with somebody who's coughing or traveling in a public space. This is probably good enough. Try to shape it to the shape of your face, so just make sure it covers the bottom of your chin. There will be a little bit of air coming in the side, but very little. What you're just trying to keep is droplets. So this will keep almost all droplets from breathing coming into your nose. So it's meant for one-time use. When you wear a mask and you're done with it, you want to get rid of it in a safe way. If you're healthy and you've been somewhere where maybe the outside is infected, you'd want to be sure that the outside of the mask is safe. So if I'm healthy and I've just come out of contact where someone may be sick, I would take it off and I would very carefully put the outside of the mask safe so it doesn't touch other people, it doesn't get other people infected, and then I throw it away. It's different if I'm a sick person. In that case, I don't want to spread my germs to other people. So if I'm wearing the mask to keep other people and I breathe and I cough, then the inside of the mask is going to be the infected part. So I'm going to want to keep that part inside when I throw it away, close it up tightly so it doesn't touch, so other people don't touch it, may not get infected. So I'd wrap the inside tightly and then throw it away in the garbage. After it dries, the virus dies, so it's safe. But still, I would try to make sure other people don't touch it. When we're very worried about an infection that travels in airborne particles, there is a special mask. A few different companies make it, but it's all governed by a federal regulation, and it's called an N95 mask. So if healthcare workers are going to a room where somebody who we know is infected with an illness that can be spread by airborne, if we're going to spend a long time in it, we'll go in only wearing this kind of mask. So this is special design, much thicker. We have to each make sure we know the right size to fit us, so that the seal is very tight. And when you put it on, it's much tighter. Make sure it's the same metal band, but this time it's much stiffer, so it doesn't bend at all. And the seal around the face is very tight. So this is very safe, but uncomfortable. Very little air gets in and out, so you have to work a little harder to breathe. It gets very hot inside, so it's really just meant for if you're going into a room with somebody who's very infectious, you can spend a half hour with it, but longer time it gets very uncomfortable. You have to go out and rest and breathe some regular air and then go back in. So this is 95%, and certainly for going out in the street, unless you're spending a lot of time in a close room with somebody who's coughing and very sick, this mask is a very, offers a lot of protection and only a little bit uncomfortable. This mask is very safe, but gets uncomfortable after more than 15, 20 minutes. Usually when somebody comes in coughing, we would put a mask on the patient, and the healthcare workers who go into the room would wear a regular kind of mask. Because this is a new virus and we're still a little not quite sure how dangerous it is, at this point the CDC is recommending that the patient wear a mask, and the healthcare workers who go into the room for short visits also wear the very special mask just to keep them from spreading to other people.